through his face. So we'll do this very slowly because it's not very fun for this guy. So he sets up the choke, I'm grabbing here, and I bridge, tap, and there's the tap. Now, we're doing this nice and slow for two reasons. One, this hurts like hell for him, and if I'm launching fast, it's going to bust at some teeth unless we can get a mouthpiece in them. And two, and there's a chance sometimes you might get cut on the head from the tooth coming in, but this is much better than being choked out. But we can take it a couple more times. I'm just grabbing the back of the head, and I would launch into it. I would do this in a ballistic manner. We're just taking this nice and static. So he sets it up, take the choke, go ahead. I didn't even have to go all the way back. Stay right here. Let me hop out next to you for a moment. So if you imagine, whenever you're grabbing, going all the way back and bridging all the way up in your head, matter of fact, it's an excellent little solo drill with it. Get used to going back as if you're grabbing someone's head, pulling your hands to the back of your head, and immediately bridging onto the top of your head. And as you get where that motion is natural for you, as soon as anybody grabs you, hop on, Corey, grab right. As soon as you feel that arm coming around, don't wait. Just drive your head through theirs. That's all there is to it. Now let's look at the belly down position. He's got me hooked up. I don't have the same opportunity to hit this bridge. I'm not going to try and do some kind of back flop and try and pull out the same bridge. I'm just going to hit tripoding. Whenever he puts his choke in, if I do not have the stalemate hand, I will just post on the mat with my head, elevate my butt to the sky, and just start shucking off his hooks, which, his feet are hooked in. So he's got the choke in, post, up, and shucking feet off. One more time. As soon as you feel it in, I have no stalemate, post, up, and shuck. You can apply that crown crush from that position. Puts the feet in. Take a look at this. I post on the head, and I reach, and I grab his head with both hands, and then I drive through again. Already out. It's the worst. It is horrible, isn't it? I'm glad it's you taking it, not me. So, for the most part, when the choke comes around, get the stalemate hand in there. But if it's not in there, don't panic and try and force it in there. Immediately start running in. If it's belly down, tripod and crown crush. Or if it's belly up, immediately running directly into the other crown crush. Now we talked about, hey, that's the rear naked. I've covered on some of our submission encyclopedia work and other places of the proper way, an entire series of how to finish people once you gain their back. But since we have talked about the rear naked choke, let me give you a slightly tighter version, again, just to show you where we're constantly trying to tweak things. All right, we're hooking up on the rear naked choke. We've all got this down. We've seen him grab the bicep back here. Here's the choke. A tighter version, the sleeper, which had been used in wrestling for a long time. It's really nothing new. I've got the same setup with this hand, where it's setting up in the V of the throat. This hand, instead of grabbing the bicep, which is loose, take a look and lean forward a little bit. This is the area I want you to see. A little bit of space here. Going to move from here. I travel up to the deltoid. Already, one step is made tighter than this. Okay, so even if I'm squeezing in, which one's tighter, Corey? Here or here? Right there. Okay, the next step is, instead of me just blindly putting this hand back here, because again, here's the gap this time, the space between my two elbows. See that? I made it tighten here, space, gap, no good. So palm up, swing through. Look at that, I've already killed some space. Now I put the hand back behind him, and it's not my chest through, it's me squeezing the elbows together and doing a crunch.